Howdy YouTube, today we're taking a look at the WWE Mattel Ringside Collectibles exclusive, the bad guy, Scott Hall. This is a seriously cool figure, one I've wanted to pick up for quite some time. Really excited when they announced it. I think it's a great exclusive to have. Love the packaging. I'm not a mega Scott Hall fan, but I do think he's certainly one of the all-time greats. Just a shame that his personal life and the stuff outside of the ring really prevented him from being at that top echelon of wrestlers. But this is a seriously sick figure. Comes with some great accessories as well. Nice shot of Scott Hall at the bottom there. Obviously the nWo logo. I'm a big sucker for the nWo. Growing up, watching Cousins and stuff, WCW. So I got a lot of love for the nWo. Really cool packaging. Obviously, as you can see, it's a Ringside Collectibles exclusive. They are bringing out a Kevin Nash as well, which I think will be a great figure. They've also had the Macho Man, Randy Savage exclusive, and the Giant, which wasn't exclusive, but they're, I'm pretty sure, the only nWo figures we've gotten to date. There was supposed to be a Hulk Hogan Defining Moments coming out. Unfortunately, that's been scrapped with the recent issues regarding Hulk. So in the meantime, let's take a look at this guy, get him opened up out of packaging, and hopefully give you guys a cool review. And taking a look at the back, and too sweet. Hey yo, here comes the bad guy. Scott Hall was one half of possibly the most dominant duo in WCW history, the Outsiders. But after winning the Tag Team Championship 5 different times, Hall inexplicably turned on his partner and transferred his allegiance to the newly formed nWo Hollywood faction. That was the decline. Anyway, perhaps it was a guilty conscience that led to his very public downward spiral, but Hall was soon booted from the nWo Hollywood and left to face Scott Steiner and Horace Hogan alone, until help came from an unexpected source. That night, the Outsiders put the band back together and reunited to claim a major victory. Really awesome. I mean, certainly a great character. I loved it even when the nWo came back to the WWE at the time in 2002. I thought that was cool. A lot of people didn't like it. It wasn't the true nWo, that sort of stuff. I thought it was awesome. And it was great to see, Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, X-Pac. And then eventually, just like in WCW, they ruined it by including Booker T, Shawn Michaels at one point. Big Show was okay. Yeah. So in the meantime, let's get this guy opened up. Okay, and here we have Scott Hall opened up and out of packaging. Now, here's a straight-up repaint of the Defining Moments Razor Ramon, an extremely awesome figure. I'll bring it forward so you guys can see. It is pretty much identical in terms of the face scan and everything. Still really awesome. I think they absolutely nailed it. Definitely captured his likeness really well. Moving through, got the appropriate amount of chest hair there. Just a really awesome figure. A lot going on. I love the vest on the back. Obviously, Lone Wolf, too sweet. I know Jax did a version of this as a deluxe, which had a lot of articulation. That was a really awesome figure as well. But I think this one definitely trumps it. Really, really like this. In terms of articulation, he's got your standard elite, which is a ball-jointed head, ball-jointed arms, swivel in the bicep, bend at the elbow, swivel in the wrists. He's got the ab crunch, swivel in the waist, legs move forward to back, out and in, swivel in the thigh, double bend at the knee, swivel in the boot, and then swivel in the ankle. So a solid range of articulation there, which is pretty awesome. Really, really happy with how this guy turned out. Now, in terms of accessories, he comes with the infamous spray paint, which is kind of cool, and also an nWo jersey, which I think is pretty cool as well. So, some decent accessories, actually. One thing you've got to give Ringside Collectibles, they get some seriously cool exclusives, whether it be the Hardcore Kane, the Brock Lesnar, the CM Punk is another great one, the ECW CM Punk. They always do a great job, so this is no exception. Definitely, I think, a must-have for any WWE fan. Okay, so here we've pretty much got my nWo collection. As you can see, this guy scales really well with a lot of the other Mattel nWo figures that we've got, and also some of the Jakks, in particular the R3. I'll just bring forward the Jakks R3 nWo Scott Hall. As you can see, I think there's a huge improvement in the Mattel. I think the face sculpt is significantly nicer on the back as well. I don't mind the attire of the Jakks one, but I think the Mattel is just, it's chalk and cheese. It really is a much better version of Scott Hall. Certainly a must-have. And hopefully you guys have enjoyed this review on the WWE Mattel Ringside Collectibles exclusive Scott Hall.